Hello, everybody. It's Larry the GM. I'm going to give you a quick Kikuchi deal analysis. I'm going to be heading to the game tonight. So if you are going to the Astros game, please reach out to me on Twitter. Probably it's the best place. Larry the GM Man. Larry the GM Man is the Twitter account. You can try Larry the GM as a Twitter account, and I probably will see it. But the main account I spend my time was on Larry the GM Man, and just find me. All right, let's talk about the deal last night. We were on Twitter Space for a couple hours, said what we really needed to say there, but I just wanted to give folks a short video that I'll add to the article. All right, number one, I think I would invite people to read this article. It's in the link to the description, and if you're here watching this on YouTube, please join the YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please join the Larry the GM site. Subscribe as a premium member or a moneymaker member. Please help the site grow and help pay the bills for the site. Now let's get to the deal. I would invite folks to consider this deal in the context of some of the other things that have gone on since James Click left. I give you the history. I'm not going to go through it step by step, but folks, when this deal happened, I was pretty frustrated and upset, and you'll see why here in a minute. But I put out yesterday morning about this early in the morning or by midday. Two trades I thought the Astros should make that are completely in a different ballpark than this. So one of the issues that the Astros have is to get a pitcher that was going to make a difference. They needed to get a fairly good pitcher. Guys, if you haven't spent time in the trade headquarters, jump on the Larry the GM trade headquarters and read the content there. It'll help guide you through the decision-making process. But I ended up with two trades that I thought they should make. I'm hoping that we get one of those trades this afternoon. But, here we are when we traded Kikuchi for Bloss, Loperfiedel, and Will Wagner. And guys, here's the deal. This trade from a projected trade value in was 4.9 from the Baseball Trade Values website. Trade value out 17.3. I know there's people on Twitter saying, "Hey, that's just the price you have to pay." Guys, if you had a subscription to the Baseball Trade Values website, you would know that that's not true. That's not the standard premium. Teams are not paying 350% premiums on trades. They're just not. And so that's improper framing, and I think the Astros panicked. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Now, from a projected WAR standpoint, Kikuchi's a rental. Even if he gives them the 0.8 WAR that the projection system had yesterday for him, they traded about 5 WAR for that 0.8. It doesn't make sense. That's a 640% overpay for the WAR. And I get it, the WAR. I mean, but we're taking all the salary on. We should have gotten a discount on that. And that I'm still looking for some financial detail that makes it clear that Toronto's paying part of the salary, because it doesn't make sense. Here's the detail. I'm not going to take you through that, but the folks, Kikuchi's a rental. We have him for 2 months, and we gave up like 17 years of control for a rental. It's wild and it's silly. And it's silly, except it pisses me off. Now, let's talk about that's the truth of the deal. But let's talk about what Kikuchi will do for the Astros. Here's the likely starting pitching for the rest of the year. Kikuchi fills in, and as you can see, Kikuchi's got a 340 BABIP right now. That means his pitches are getting hit at an unsustainably unlucky level. That BABIP is higher than even Hunter Brown's, who started off the season insanely high. It's higher than Spencer Arrietty's. Guys, these numbers are going to come down. They're going to improve. That's part of what drives this separation of the FIP from the ERA. Now, people's response to Kikuchi It's largely dependent about what they know and what they understand about BABIP and FIP relative to ERA. Kikuchi is a very good pitcher. That's what the ERA tells you. In fact, guys, his FIP minus is the best on the Astros. Now, FIP minus corrects for the ballpark. So, guys, I'm just telling you, I I believe Kikuchi's going to come in and be one of the best pitchers on this team, arguably the second, maybe the third best pitcher. I mean, we were discussing whether or not he was going to be pitching in the postseason. There's no doubt he should be pitching Game 3 of the postseason based on FIP. So, if not Game 2, and that's going to somewhat depend lefty righty matchups with the team we face. But here's the projected stats. You see that again. Kikuchi projects to be the second or third best starter for the rest of the season, and he better be for the price that they paid. And you can see the ex-Woba numbers. I'm just showing you the same metrics that we've talked about in all the trade articles, everything we talk about on this site. Here's the metrics for Kikuchi versus the rest of the starting pitching staff. Guys, let me be really clear. This deal incrementally increases the odds of postseason success. Okay, that's why they did it. I would argue they paid an insanely high price for that, and there's other ways they could have gotten to an increment of improving the postseason success odds that didn't involve the price they paid. But that's easy for me to say because I'm not out there trying to actually negotiate a deal. The other thing that you have heard me say, have you ever been on a Twitter space with me? I probably say it every time I'm on a Twitter space. And let me just say it here. Don't listen to what teams say. Pay attention to what teams do. This team has been pumping up Jake Bloss and Joey Loperfido since the season began, and they've been acting like these are two superstars in the making. You would not trade both Joey Loperfido and Jake Bloss if you truly, truly, truly believe they were the superstars that this front office has been pumping them up to be. So all I can say is we got some clarity where the organization really felt like about those two players. And I don't, we don't have nearly enough of a data set to have a strong opinion about Jake Bloss. But I'm telling you, the Astros have, way more detailed data, spin rates, and breaks and all that on his pitches to understand. So what's next? I think today there's going to be a trade. I hope there's a trade for first baseman. You know that in trade articles, go find it. But I talk about trading for Yandy Diaz. I also talked about trading for some other first baseman in the wild trade ideas. I think it's still possible the team could go get a relief pitcher. But guys, the relief pitcher market is the market that's been insanely high priced. Not the starting pitcher market, the relief pitcher market. So that's ahead. And I'll also say this. It's clear that Pedro Leon's going to get his chance. He's going to be with the team today. We'll see what happens there. But, if you guys have read or know or listened to me about Pedro Leon, I do have my doubts, but I would love to be wrong. So there's where we go. Without Loperfido, Pedro Leon gets a chance. Guys, once again, if you're here watching this video or if you watch it later on, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like the video. Please come to the LarryTheGM.com website and subscribe to the website. Become a premium member or moneymaker member. That'll help pay the bills. Thanks, guys. Have a good day, and let's see what happens today on trade deadline day. By the way, I will be at the Astros game tonight. We'll be on the road here in about 5 minutes. So all I can say is if a trade happens, you'll get analysis from me, but it may not be till in the wee hours in the morning. So there's that. All right, guys, let's have a good day, and hopefully Larry the GM gets to see an Astros